Hello everyone, I'm Rait from the Real Estate Helpers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to effectively market your own home. I will discuss with you the various pricing methods that I see used and show you which ones put the most money actually into your pocket. I will walk you through putting together your own winning advertisement and make sure that you attract the best buyers. And I'll also be showing you the best places to advertise your home so that you don't waste a lot of money on ineffective marketing. Okay, so let's make a start by looking at marketing the price of your property. I want you just for a second to think of buyers like fish. Now, attracting the buyer who's prepared to pay the highest price is like going out there to try and catch the biggest fish. If you want to catch the biggest fish, you must use the right type of bait. So when you market price, we're looking at the right method to attract the big fish, so the buyer with the most money to spend. If you use the wrong method, yes, it is possible to still catch fish, but they won't be the big ones. Now, when I go out there and browse property listings, something I've noticed is that there are a lot of properties out there being marketed with no price. And this comes under a few other tricky names. You might see sale by tender, expressions of interest, or price on application. Look, these are all just smart ways of saying no price. And what this means is the buyers have to try and figure out the price themselves. Marketing a property without a price is exactly like fishing with no bait, and I'll tell you why. Check this out. In 2006, realestate.com.au did a survey of 1,000 users. 92% of those people said that they would be more likely to inquire about a property if it had a listed price. The report goes on to advise real estate agents who use the site to always include a price as part of their marketing. So taking away the price actually makes buyers suspicious. They will assume that you want too much money for your property. After all, if it's a good price and it's a good deal, why wouldn't you want to flag this to people? Okay, so another way a lot of properties are marketed is by using a price range. So if your property was valued at $530,000, for instance, fairly common practice would be to use a range around that of $500,000 to $550,000. Now stop. Imagine that you are a buyer and you're looking at this property. You don't want to pay any more money than you have to, and you've been given two numbers. So which one do you think you're going to focus on? That's right, you're going to focus on the bottom number of that range. So when you use a price range, the lowest price the buyer sees is often the highest price that they want to pay. Real estate agents love to say that this method will get you more buyers because people get drawn in by that low price. Look, this is true. But what you're doing is you're attracting a whole bunch of extra buyers at the low price, the wrong price, and then the buyers that could have paid the right price, so the buyers that could have paid a high amount, they also see the low price and they want to pay that too. Another method that I see used quite a bit is the controversial strategy of plus pricing, and that's where you see a low price coupled with a plus. Sometimes agents even say offers above a certain price instead of using a plus, but look, it's all the same. What's happening here is buyers are being told a low price to get them in the door, and then you try and push the price up. The problem with plus pricing is just the same as using a price range. Buyers get drawn in by a bottom figure, and trying to convince the buyers to pay a higher price is like pushing a boulder uphill. Furthermore, buyers feel manipulated because you told them a low price to get them there and then changed your story. This is a terrible basis from which to start negotiations, because they won't want to offer you a high price if they feel that you've been messing them around. When you start from a low price, buyers will want to stay there. So what you must do when selling your home is not just attract buyers, but attract buyers at the right price. And the trick is really just to keep it simple. The best way to market the price of your property is to display a fair fixed price. Most real estate agents loathe this method because they frequently tell their clients a really high price in order to win their business. If they marketed the price they told the owners, then they would have to take responsibility when no buyers showed up for inspections. And we can't have that. So agents instead market properties under this cloak of tricks and ambiguities. Because so very few properties are actually marketed with a fixed price, buyers will find the directness of this approach refreshing, and by keeping it simple, your property will actually stand out from the pack. So now that price is out of the way, what you're going to want to do is flag to buyers that your property is for sale. So start with a for sale sign. Signs are great because they're cheap and they're really effective. Often the best buyers are quite close at hand because they have relatives in the area or they live or they work nearby. And if someone calls off a sign, then you know that they've already said yes to the location and the outside of the property. If you don't want a sign, my question to you is why not? Oh, and it's not too hard to make your own for sale sign. But by the way, just to save you the hassle, I've printed 100 core flute for sale signs to give away absolutely free. If you want one, just give us a call on 1300-HELPER. I don't know when we'll print more, so it's probably best to get in quickly. Now, if you're really serious about getting your home sold, it's likely that at some point you are going to look at putting together an advertisement for the property. Okay, so there are 3 key ingredients to cooking up a delicious ad. They are the heading, the body of the advertisement, and the photos. Now let's stay in order here, and first let's talk about the heading of the ad. Now the heading really needs to be, your home in a nutshell. Oh, how on earth did I get my home trapped in such a big nutshell? What you're trying to do is capture the essence of your home in about 6 words. Now I know it sounds tricky, but I have a very simple formula for you, and I'll show it to you in just a few slides, and it'll make writing the perfect heading absolutely straightforward and easy. Now the second element is writing the body of the ad. This is the sexy words that are used to describe the product that you're selling. I've got a really simple framework here anyone can use. Just write 1 or 2 sentences at the beginning to sum up the property, and then list the features afterwards. Again, I know it might sound a little bit daunting, but it's not that hard. I'll walk you through it in just a sec. But before you pick up a pen or start typing, pause and ask yourself, why did you buy the property? And what's the best feature about it? Get that in your mindset before you start to write. Alright, so now I'm going to get Lloyd in to help me with an example.
Hi everyone.
Okay, Lloyd, today you're playing the role of this example couple here. Why did you guys buy this home?
Well, first of all, we wanted to get off the freeway, so a quiet street was definitely important. And we wanted a good place to raise our children, our imaginary children. And it had to be nice and close to the shops because I'm too lazy to walk or get in the car and drive down the road.
And I know your imaginary wife there likes to shop too. So what else would you say is special about your home?
Well, we definitely put our heart and soul into the imaginary renovations, and the Caesar stone bench tops and the feature walls are definitely a selling feature of the property.
Righto, Lloyd. Thanks so much for your help.
You're welcome, Nick.
Okay, so now that you've quizzed yourself, extract the key words from what you've said, and we're going to be using that as our creative ammunition for putting together an awesome heading. Essentially what we do is take these keywords and find associated words or concepts that stem directly from them. So I've listed the ones that Lloyd gave us. You can see for quiet, you might use the word tranquil or peaceful. For children, this evokes family or wholesome or friendly. For near, you could say easy or convenient or location. And for renovation, you might say restoration. So using just words from the previous slide, I have a heading here. Tranquil renovation in convenient family location. It sums up all the things that we stressed were important about the property. The fact that it's peaceful, it's been renovated, it's in a good location close to shops, so it's convenient, and it's a great place for family. Everything is packed into that heading. Alright, so let's slink on down from the head to the body. I haven't gone too flashy at all. I've kept it nice and lean like this fellow over here. So I've gone for this recently renovated family home is located in a quiet street, only 5 minutes walk to shops and station. And then I've just listed the features. Now all lame puns aside, can you see how this is emphasising the best things about the property in the first 2 sentences and then listing off all the minor details? Now the third and final element of a winning advertisement is going to be the photos. Now a lot of people will tell you that you need heaps and heaps of photos. Look, 4 to 5 are enough. Because what can happen sometimes if you have lots of photos is buyers look through all of them until they find one that they don't like, and then they move on to looking at the next property. So sometimes less is more. It's really good to get professional photos done. Look, they do cost $200 to $400, but the difference they can make is massive. Although if you're pretty comfortable with a digital camera, you can even take them yourself. With all the technology now available, it's easy to make the pictures of your home look better than the real thing. Don't make the pictures look so good that buyers will be disappointed when they arrive. The photos must truly represent the home. So that covers putting together your winning advertisement. After that's done, you're going to be looking at where on earth you should place this ad. The two main avenues that spring to mind are using the internet or using print, so the papers and magazines. But the only one that you can really do cost effectively is the internet. Print is dying and it does cost way too much. So focus on the internet. It is the most cost-effective way to reach the largest amount of buyers. So if we're going to be using the internet to market a property, the obvious question is whereabouts on the internet. There are lots of private seller websites which you can list your property on, and more of them are popping up all the time. Some even let you do it for free. I won't list any names here, but these websites are usually a waste of your time. What you really want to do is market your property on large networks. You need to get your home on the major real estate websites, the ones the agents use, because this is where the serious buyers are looking. Check this out. I wanted some info on the source of traffic that the major websites get. And I'm looking at the top two here. That's domain.com.au and realestate.com.au. I found this great site called Property Portal Watch, which had conveniently collected all the information for me. So look at this. Domain is the second biggest real estate website in Australia, and it gets 2.9 million unique browsers per month. Realestate.com.au is bigger again, being used by around 95% of real estate offices across Australia. Their website gets a staggering 4.1 million unique visitors each month. 4.1 million visitors. So clearly what you want to do is get your property on these main sites. Now, realestate.com.au won't even allow private sellers on there, but I'll come back to that in a sec. With Domain, it's not too hard. I'll show you exactly where to go. Watch this. You can place an advertisement on Domain for 28 days and it will cost you somewhere between $250 and $500. You just fill in all the boxes and you're on your way. The only problem is you need to put this money down up front. And if it takes you a bit longer to sell, you'll need to pay for another ad every 28 days. So here is a flagrant and massive plug. At the Real Estate Helpers, our HelpSell service can get you on those two major websites. We'll even write the ad and arrange professional photography for you. Plus, you get our support every step of the way. It's still all at a fraction of the cost of using a real estate agent. And best of all, it's no sale, no charge. Well done, everyone. I hope this video has shown you how to turbocharge the marketing of your property without using a real estate agent. I'm Nick Rait from the Real Estate Helpers. If you need anything at all, feel free to send me an email. It's Nick, that's N-I-C, @helpsell.com.au. You can also call me anytime on 1300-HELPER. That's 1300-435737. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.